You can't do this to me! You can't send me into combat while I'm crying! Hello? Hard mode. Sob violently as you fight. Rina! Until your memory fades. Whose memory are we unlocking? Jobert stops in front of the shelves for a moment before leaving. On this leisurely morning, I spend some time with Belle in my room, playing a stage we have been stuck on for a long time. Come on, just a little more. Hey, there's a trophy up there. Don't worry, I see it. Perfect clear, and we got the trophy. I knew we could do it. The boss is next, so let's take a break first. By the way, I need to go out for a bit after this level. Okay, I'll watch the store. Right, but Rina messaged me and said that she might bring a special customer to the store. If I'm not back by then, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Thanks, I'll leave it to you. Just call me when there's an emergency. Shortly after, Belle leaves the video store so you can play a few more games on the sofa. That's when you hear a loud noise coming from downstairs. It could be Rina and her special guests. You should go downstairs and take a look.
Good afternoon, dear guy. Oh, no. I suppose I should call you, oh, great manager here.
Welcome?
Oh, welcome to Random Play.
It's not here, Rina. I'll go check the shelves back there.
Oh, well,
A friend?
all right. Oh, the shelves have hard edges. Be careful not to bump into them and hurt yourself.
Who is this person?
Who's the old lady? Is she looking for something?
Oh, my apologies. I forgot to introduce you. That's my client, Granny Laisha. I'm helping her look for a special sort of sweet cake.
What? We sell videotapes, my guy. Sweet cake?
Sweet cake? So, some kind of dessert?
I don't believe so. It's not just a sweet cake. According to Granny, it's a sweet cake with a silly smile.
Rina, the silly sweet cake isn't on the shelves either. I'll check under the counter.
Maybe don't do that.
Okay, Granny, but please don't disturb the other customers. She can't quite tell me what this silly sweet cake is, but she really wanted to come to 6th Street to search for it. So I thought I'd try my luck at your store.
I just can't find it, Rina. I can't find the silly sweet cake anywhere.
Oh, please calm down, Granny. I'm here to help.
Okay.
Do you have any movies about silly, smiling sweet cakes, manager?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
We've got a lot of silly comedies, but none about sweet cakes. I can't imagine what that'd look like.
It's a sweet cake that's this big, all round and chubby. And it's so funny when it giggles. Where did it go?
We spent the morning looking in the dessert stores, and none of them had a sweet cake that was this big. Silly sweet cake might refer to something round that looks like it's smiling?
It could be a bamboo?
Well, we're out of dessert stores, so I'll take her to the toy shops this afternoon.
Speaking of toys,
You just reminded me. Round and with a silly smile. That sounds like Mr. Panda at the coffee shop.
ooh,
Ooh, a glimmer of hope. I rarely come to 6th Street, so I'm not very familiar with the area. Thank you for your suggestion, manager. Come on, Granny Laisha, let's head over.
Rina, I can't walk anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
We have been walking around for hours. Granny, why don't you rest here a while?
leave Mr. Panda to me.
Mr. Panda isn't far away. I'll go take a picture. I'll show it to Granny, and she can decide if it's the sweet cake she's looking for. You guys wait right here.
Thanks for your help. I'll stay here and look after Granny while you're gone.
Y'all have anything to say after? I'm tired. My legs feel dry. I see that this is the same dialogue that was here before. Okay, so we gotta check Panda at the shop. I love the way he looks though. He's just a silly, goofy guy. Look at him. He's just a silly guy. The picture of Mr. Panda's silly smile is taken. To bring back to Rina and the old woman. Alright, I got the picture. Do you actually think that this is the right one? It probably isn't, but For plot reason, it probably will be the thing that actually fulfills it. Is this it?
The bottom layer is vegetable and ham sandwiches, the middle layer is fresh out of the oven butter scones, and the top layer is low-sugar fruitcake.
Wow.
For tea, I have prepared rose tea and red tea. Do you take it with milk and sugar, Granny Lacia?
Wow.
3-layer dessert platter.
I can't believe they set up a 3-tier dessert platter. The store has a really posh vibe now.
Ah, manager, you're back just in time. Please come and enjoy Rina's specialty afternoon tea.
Where did you keep the tea stuff? How did you carry it?
Due to the situation at hand, I was unable to make anything myself. So these were all carefully selected from nearby shops while helping Granny look for the sweet cake.
That's a relief.
That's a relief. Oh, I mean, vegetable and ham sandwiches are balanced and nutritious, so I can have several.
Sweetcakes. Picture?
Oh, right. Here's the photo.
Oh, right. I took a photo of the silly sweet cake. Is this it, Granny?
What do you think, Granny Lacia? Does it look familiar?
Nope, this isn't it. I'm looking for the drooling sweet cake.
What?
Huh? I thought you were looking for the silly sweet cake.
No, it's the drooling one. Oh, no. I'm looking for the loud-mouthed sweet cake. The whole corridor can hear it when it cries.
I understand. Well, don't worry. I'll help you find whatever kind of sweet cake you're looking for. Manager, can I have a word? I owe you an explanation.
Yeah, what exactly is she looking for? You and Rina enter the workshop.
First of all, please allow me to express my thanks and apologize for any inconvenience. You see, this lady isn't just any client. She's my evaluator.
What? For what? What are you being evaluated on?
I participate in the new Eridu Housekeeping Association's assessment each year on behalf of Victoria Housekeeping. This time, my assessment for the best service of the year is to serve Lacia Christie. Yes, Granny Lacia. I had a general idea of what the service would entail as I've participated in previous years, but this time's a little different. Granny Lacia didn't ask for any housekeeping services. She just keeps asking me to help her find sweet cakes. This test is trickier than I had expected. She might deliberately be giving me a difficult challenge. But I'll take care of things myself. I wouldn't want to affect your business.
I can help, though. What exactly is the sweet cake?
It's okay. There's not much going on with the store. I can keep helping Granny. You can think of me as a free guide to 6th Street.
Really? Oh, that'd be great. You're an amazing guide, both in and outside the hollows. Then let's cover all corners of 6th Street and capture photos of any suspicious sweet cakes that fit the criteria.
Annie? That could be so many things! What are you talking about? There's a lot of round things everywhere. Are you round? No? I don't think he fits round. Fluffy, sure. Round? Not exactly the case. Does this puppy at the newsstand meet requirements? Drooling, loud voice. I see. Does it meet the requirements of drooling and loud, but it doesn't look like a sweet cake at all. Sorry, I couldn't help myself from taking photos. I see. As soon as you picked up your camera, it got excited and started posing. I guess it would be difficult for anyone to resist the urge to take photos of it. Let's keep this photo then. Even if it's not what Granny Lacia wants, we can't let this puppy's enthusiasm go to waste, right? First thing I can think of is the cat cakes. No, you're right. Well, I don't think General Chop is... I think it's the Bang Boo. What's this suggestion? It's round, but it doesn't scream. I'm pretty sure it's a Bang Boo. Like... This would fit. They can scream and they're round. These three, when they talk to any clerk separately, it doesn't feel like they're very loud. However, when the three of them talk at the same time, the sound of them always saying "enau" all the time is quite shocking. Looks like you dealt with them often too. It could be a very fat cat, like super chunky. Well, 141 has chain stores in many places after all. I always get the feeling that the functions of the three of them can be integrated into one bamboo. Maybe they were divided into three to highlight the features of 141? Can your two bamboo be integrated into one? No, my styles have one bamboo on my left and one bamboo on my right. Perhaps it is not bamboo then. Take a picture of Rina? What? Why Rina? I guess the skirt's round. Manager, why did you suddenly take a photo of me? Is there a clue on me? I want to test whether my phone has a good camera. I'm looking for inspiration. I see. Are you thinking of taking photos of Drusilla and Anastella? I've left them with Granny Laisha to be on standby. Have you decided where you want to go next, manager? Let's not waste your camera's battery this time. It's fine. I can charge it. You've taken all the photos of the sweet cakes that you can, double checking that there's nothing missing. Those little roly-poly blobs. What if it's not limited to round shape? Oh yeah, the ones in the music store might count too. Go over now. At the music store? The CDs?
A mellow tune evokes 100 aromas. Oh, leaving so soon?
Take a photo of sweet cake in front of the store. What, the CD? Huh. Does that count? Rina comes over as soon as you put down the camera.
Is there really anything here that fits the criteria of a sweet cake? It's round, and it makes a lot of sound. Oh, it's a record! This music store has impeccable taste. The collection is... this record. Just looking at the cover reminds me of something interesting.
Is it a good song?
Are the songs
Is it
on
a
this
bop?
album good? Or does hearing it bring back fond memories?
Both. There was an incident during the recording of this album. One of the performers quit temporarily. My job was to save the day and perform in her stead.
You play music?
That was a challenging job. Can you guess which instrument I was in charge of?
Drums. Oh. I'd say the violin or piano. Nah, I think she's a rocker. High key. I think she would be a rocker.
Given your personality, I'd say the violin?
The electric guitar.
She plays electric guitar? That's so cool! Bro, electric guitar just sounds good. Never would have guessed.
There's no way I'd guess that.
Right. We've taken pictures of everything we can think of. Let's go back to Granny Laisha. Her sweet cake keeps changing form, but I don't mind it much. The Housekeeping Association's assessments were always the same in the past. Either a normal service job or going into a hollow to deal with ethereals.
Wait, why do the housekeeping need to go into the hollows is now a new question I have.
Finding something made up is unexpected, but at least it's creative. Let's hope these photos contain the sweet cake Granny wants.
Oh, you're back! Rina and, Rina's little sidekick.
I love that I don't get a name. Please call me Wise.
I'm not a sidekick, Granny Laisha. I'm the manager here. Just call me Wise.
Sorry, Manager Wise. Please allow me to apologize on her behalf. Okay, Granny. We have the pictures. Are any of these the loud sweet cake?
No, none of these are the sweet cake. The one I'm looking for... Oh, I remember now! Waves. The sweet cake was floating on white waves up and down. Yes, that's it. It was a white wave sweet cake, just like the one always floating around you, Rina.
White wave sweet cake, huh? I was thinking ocean, like a tube floaty or something that you would like use to swim in the ocean, but floating around Rina.
I'm glad to hear you like my bamboo, but they're not sweet cakes. They're my trusted companions, with their own names. For example, this little blonde bamboo with bangs is called Drusilla. Oh, if I hadn't turned on silent mode earlier, it would certainly be making a fuss about how the sweet cake has changed yet again by now.
Why has it changed again?
Indeed. Why has it changed again? A white wave sweet cake that looks like Drusilla.
Master, if I could interrupt. By combining the keywords Leisha Christie and waves, I have found a news article about an incident involving a Miss Metropolitan beauty pageant dropout.
What?
That voice just now.
It was the smart voice on my phone, haha!
It's the smart voice assistant on my phone. Don't worry about it.
Oh! Well, that's a very thoughtful AI assistant. Of course, I understand it's your little secret. Further inquiry would go against Victoria Housekeeping's rules of etiquette. In any case, it's a timely tip. Let me check the news. I should be able to find it on my phone. Miss Metropolitan dropout. Ah, here we go. And it's actually a news article from 41 years ago.
What?
On the night of the highly anticipated finals, top contender Leisha Christie, favored to win, suddenly drops out, conceding her crest of waves. I see. So the crest of waves is a round crystal trophy awarded to the winner. There's also a photo of the dropout attached. If I compare it, it's true. I never would have expected the housekeeping evaluator would be the star of such a contest. What a mysterious lady.
So the white sweet cake is the trophy she could have won all those years ago? Like, is she... I guess maybe she wants to make up for why she dropped out or something?
The sweet cake floating up and then down. It must refer to Granny losing the trophy. If that's the case, it's easy. We simply need to bring her the Crest of Waves trophy.
Easy? How do we do that?
I think you're redefining the term easy there, Rina. Where are we gonna get a 41-year-old trophy?
The competition is held every year, even now. I just happened to have participated last year.
What? You participated?
Wait, Rina, you participated in Miss Metropolitan?
Yes, the competition was divided into many sections, such as singing, acting, painting, cooking. Can you guess which I took part in?
Cooking?
Based on my last guess with the instruments, I'd have to assume something unlike you. Could it be cooking?
Why is cooking unlike me?
I didn't say
I'm
anything.
Curious, but never mind. I'll tell you. The answer is all of them.
Oh.
Actually, that year's competition was in urgent need of a makeup artist,
Oh.
so I stepped in to help. It was quite busy, but still an enjoyable experience.
She's also a makeup artist? Wait, she is so well-rounded. We love to see it. Guess like I've been tricked.
Who could have guessed that? I feel like I've been tricked.
Oh, I was just teasing you. Please, don't mind me. But because of that, I know the competition organizers, so asking them for a commemorative trophy shouldn't be a problem.
Rina, can you find my wave sweet cake?
Don't worry, Granny. I'll find it for you, whatever kind of sweet cake it is. It's getting late. I'll take her home first. You should get some rest too. Thank you again for your help.
You'll be fine. All we need to do is, you know, get the trophy somehow. Maybe she'll win the competition this time. Is that person who just left our store the granny that Rina mentioned? Yeah, it's all done. Judging by your reaction, you must have had a tiring day then. No wonder Rina said it was a special guest. Running around everywhere can tire you out. What a pity I wasn't there and couldn't head about. Have a good rest, Wise. If I'm around next time when Granny comes by, you'll tag out and let me entertain her for a while. Take a break. Just when I'm grabbing breakfast at Lumina Square, I bump into Rina. Good morning, manager. It's rare to see you this morning. Are you here for breakfast? No, I just happened to be passing through, so I figured I'd bring something back for everyone. Oh, about Granny. The application for the Crest of Waves trophy has been submitted. You found it? I've just submitted an application. If anything goes smoothly, it should be ready in a couple of days. Then we just need to pick a good time to give it to Granny. Let me know when you're planning to give the trophy out, buddy. That would be great! She'll be thrilled if we can go through the ceremony. It's a deal then. Anyway, I need to get back to Victoria Housekeeping Company. Have a nice day. You too. Bye, Rina. After saying goodbye to Rina, you return to the video store. I wonder why we had to go to Lumina Square for that.
It's not behind the shelves.
Leisha, you okay? Granny Leisha?
Granny Leisha? What are you doing here?
I'm looking for the Sweetcakes. The silly Sweetcake isn't behind the shelf. Ah, I remember you. You can help me find the Sweetcakes, right, Priscilla?
I'm not a Bang Boo. My name's Wise.
I'm not Drusilla. My name is Wise. Say it with me, Granny. Wise. Never mind. I'll call Rina.
A while later, Rina arrives at the video store.
Are you looking for the silly sweet cake again, Granny? Is this still part of the assessment? Oh, but it's okay. I still have the pictures from yesterday. Here, Granny. Are any of these photos the sweet cakes you're looking for? Granny? Granny, are you listening? Granny Leisha? She's completely focused on the TV. Manager, what's that on the TV in the corner? Is that an ad for a movie?
It's Invasion Next Gen? What?
Yeah, it's Invasion Next Gen.
It's about Hollow appearing in the city. Oh. Maybe that has something to do with her backstory then.
It's about a hollow appearing in the city, and the ethereals inside.
It's a hollow. There's a hollow. The Sweetcakes are in danger.
What's wrong, Granny? That's just a movie. It's not real. My Drusilla!
Lanny Gracia grabs Drusilla and rushes out of the store. Why only one of them?
This is still part of the assessment. It seems a little bit excessive. Or perhaps Granny really was affected by the ad. We should go check on her, Manager. Drusilla has a GPS chip, so don't worry. We won't lose her.
This seems concerning, but also, like, I feel like Granny Leisha might be suffering from Alzheimer's, possibly. So she can only remember bits and pieces from, like, the past and stuff like that. It could also be PTSD. Where should I run? Where can I be safe? Please don't worry, Granny Leisha. We're here to help. Help! Yes! Quickly, come and help me, Rina, and your little sidekick. Forget it. There might be other Sweetcakes trapped. I can't save them all by myself. Please, can you help me find them? Don't worry, we're gonna help you. But you have to tell us what these Sweetcakes are. Let me take this kid back to a safe spot. You wait for me, and I'll be back soon to help you search. Before Rina can apply, the granny bounds off towards the 141 convenience store, clutching onto the Bang Boo. Oh no! Where on earth is she trying to go? The only way to find out is to follow her. Oh no! The Bang Boo! Wait! Oh no! Oh, you're still here. Okay, well, you know what? We pretend that you're not here in the environment and you're part of the story. That hollow hasn't caught up yet. Keep going. Try harder. Hang on, Granny. You can easily get hurt like that. If you want to go somewhere, we can talk slowly and have a nice chat along the way. We can't wait. We have to run, Rina. Little sidekick. Otherwise, it'll get us. Never. I'm not gonna correct her. She's panicking right now. Before Rina can finish, the granny sprints off towards the metro station. In the blink of an eye, Granny Leisha runs into the metro station. Is she actually gonna catch the metro? It doesn't matter. Just catch up and try to at least board the same train as her, otherwise you'll lose her. To the train station. This is actually really dangerous. Like, she could get lost. Granny? Oh god, did the train already leave? Wait, here? Okay, she's going to Lumina Square. Granny Leisha is exceptionally quiet on the ride and thankfully doesn't cause any ruckus before getting off at Lumina Square Station. Okay, at least we're with her though. I see her. She's just over there. Granny! Granny, is everything okay? Should be far enough away from the hollow now. No. Little Sweetcakes are far more fragile than us grown-ups. They can't handle this. Better to go further out. Just a little. All of you, get running quickly. The hollow's coming. Granny seems a little tired, yet never abandons her plan to escape. Clutching onto the bamboo, she runs off towards the riverside trail. Why do I get a feeling that she takes me for a bad guy here? No more aimless running around like this. Next time you catch her, you have to get to the bottom of this. Honestly, I feel like this is some kind of PTSD she's going through. I don't know how the hollows are connected to that competition, but... Are you okay, Granny Lacia? She really doesn't look tired this time. Oh. With a second opening of your mouth, Granny Lacia immediately activates as a switch flips on and sprints off again. Where on earth is she trying to go? The only way to find out is to follow her. Is everything okay? Like, do I remind her of something? Possibly? Maybe someone from back then? Where is she going?
I can't run anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
She's repeated that phrase twice already.
Have you calmed down now, Granny Lacia?
You guys.
What's with the surprise?
No need to act so surprised. We've been right behind you since 6th Street and all through Lumina Square.
You... who are you?
Oh, she doesn't remember us at all.
I don't have any money or anything of value. Why are you chasing me? I don't know you.
Huh? Granny Lacia, are you being serious? I'm Rina, and this is the video store manager, Wise.
No idea who you are.
Okay, so it's definitely some form of Alzheimer's.
Then, do you still remember the Sweetcakes you're looking for? The silly Sweetcake, loud Sweetcake, and wave Sweetcake?
Sweetcakes. Ah, yes, I remember. I'm looking for my Sweetcakes, but I've lost them all. I arranged to look for Sweetcakes with someone yesterday. Who was it again?
What's going on?
What's going on? Is the Housekeeping Association's assessment process really this complicated?
With her reaction to that ad, I'm afraid this is more than just the housekeeping assessment. Have you heard the medical term cognitive corruption syndrome?
No?
Anyone who stays too long in a hollow may develop the disease in their later years, regardless of their ether aptitude.
Oh, okay.
Symptoms include rapid memory decline, cognitive disorder, and repetitive speech. In severe cases, one's memory can regress to that of decades ago, forgetting everything that occurred afterward.
Okay, so this is like this game's version of Alzheimer's. Okay, so CCS. Did she really forget us?
You mean she really forgot us?
I'm just speculating. But having provided care for elderly individuals with this condition in the past, it's all far too familiar. The constantly changing Sweetcakes, not recognizing us. If it's not an intentional act, then it seems like the most likely possibility. Either way, I'll take Granny home first. There are plenty of ways I can confirm my hypothesis. Thank you, manager. You must be tired too. You should go back and rest.
Okay, let me know what happens, Rina.
Okay, let me know what happens, Rina. Goodbye, Granny Lacia.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused to your store these past few days. Please, pass on my apologies to Belle, too.
Oh, it's okay. After all that running, you surely got in your daily steps for the day. Go back to video store and get some rest.
Huh? Rina apologized to me? Well, you're always the one taking care of things whenever she visits. I haven't even met Granny yet.
Ah, you're both here.
Oh, how's Granny?
How is Granny?
She lives near Lumina Square, so it didn't take long. But I'm a little worried about her. I checked with the neighbors. She's lived alone for a long time. and she does suffer from cognitive corruption syndrome.
Okay.
If that's the case, Granny isn't intentionally causing trouble. It's because of her illness. I'm surprised the Housekeeping Association chose her for the assessment.
I mean, if it helps, right? It's a difficult case, at least so that she can get some assistance while we have the ability to be here, right?
By the way, why didn't Drusilla resist when it got taken by Granny? It's a combat bamboo. It could have easily gotten away from her.
Because it was on silent mode? I don't think so.
Is it because it had been switched to silent mode?
Even in silent mode, Drusilla can move on its own. I asked the same thing on the way here, and it gave me an unexpected answer. When Granny carried it away, she kept saying, "I can do it. I can protect you." That made it mistake Granny for me.
Huh. Is it some kind of passcode? Is interesting. What does that mean?
Huh? Is that possible? There's a pretty big difference. Could that phrase be some kind of passcode?
The Drusilla in front of you is actually designed based on a doll I picked up when I was little. I didn't have many friends at the manor back then. All I had to talk to was the doll I named Drusilla. Father didn't like the doll. He said it was something the servants had used and told me to throw it away. But how could I throw away my only friend?
Rina! Rina, you're gonna make me sad! What do you mean?
So, I hid it in various places, trying hard to prevent my father from finding it. Under the bed, in the wardrobe, under the covers, constantly telling it, "I can do it. I can protect you." When I became an agent and decided to use bamboo in combat, I handed this doll over to the manufacturer. Surprisingly, during their inspection, they found a tiny recording device inside the doll. As expected, it was already filled with the phrase, "I can protect you." So, impulsively, I transferred the recording data, along with the name Drusilla, to the bamboo.
A manor? Servants? So you were actually a wealthy heiress living in a mansion when you were younger, Rina? Now's not the time for gossip, though. Let's get back to Drusilla.
Granny was muttering the same thing when she rushed out of the video store with Drusilla. To call it a passcode is actually fitting.
You're saying she mistook Drusilla for one of the Sweetcakes and took it out of the store to avoid some kind of danger?
I mean, that's kind of what PTSD does, right? You really, you kind of relive those scenarios, so that would explain why she was acting the way she was. Great, more family trauma issues. It's always like this. What is this? Literally just trauma zone 0. Judging from that ad.
Judging from the ad that affected Granny, her Sweetcakes were once, or are now, in danger because of a hollow.
But just what are these Sweetcakes? We'll struggle to get to the bottom of things if we're unable to figure that out.
Maybe she once had kids, or like, maybe she took care of something previously? Like, I'm thinking like small and round. It could be like bamboo, right? Or like something or someone that she trusted and she cherished that she had to get out of the hollow. If it's kids, I will literally cry. Because what could have happened?
However, the competition dropout and Crest of Waves trophy were both real at least. And the Wave Sweetcake is still an important clue. I'll bring it back with me and talk to Granny. Oh, I didn't realize how late it was. Sorry to keep the two of you.
It's fine, really. It's not that late.
Thank you. How about I bring some special tea treats I made myself as a token of my appreciation?
There's no need. It's okay.
There's really no need.
You're thinking she owned Drusilla before Rina? It's possible because she just found Drusilla.
Then I best be off. Please do let me know if Granny turns up at the store again.
Cognitive corruption syndrome. That does explain quite a few things, but also opens up even more mysteries. What exactly are these Sweetcakes, and what exactly is Granny trying to protect? I'll leave it all to Rina. Didn't she say she was taking the Crest Waves trophy over to her? Asked Granny Laisha. It was you who said that before, Wise. That I'd entertain Granny next time she came. And here you are, running errands all day once again. You even ran all around Luminous Square. You must be destined to cross paths with Rina. Or, you know, it's part of the story quest. Anyway, let's get some rest. I feel like I've put you through a week's worth of workouts in one day. Your legs are going to be sore tomorrow. There's a big sale at Lumina Gallery today, and Belle agreed to get up early in line together with you and do some shopping there. However, it seems like you haven't gotten up early enough. I should have come earlier. I can't believe it sold out when I was still in line. Guess I'll have to try another mall. Didn't expect the line to be this long. By the way, did you see Granny Lacia today? What? No, why are you asking that all of a sudden? Rina's asking. Huh? Did something happen? I'm on the way to the video store. I'll tell you more when I get there. If Granny Lacia gets there before I do, please keep her there until I arrive. Thanks. That was her message. Let's go back and wait for her. Sure, let's go. I'll come back here earlier next time. And so we rush back to the video store. Is she okay?
How are you, manager? Has Granny been to your store lately?
Not that I know of.
No. Has something happened?
I obtained the Crest of Waves replica trophy this morning and went to take it over to her. But the place was empty, and her door was ajar.
That's really not good, actually.
The neighbors say she caused a commotion late last night, banging on doors claiming a hollow was coming, and she was going to White Wave Hospital to save the Sweetcakes. She's been searching for Sweetcakes everywhere for weeks now, so nobody took it seriously, and they convinced her to go back to her room and go to sleep. But by morning, she disappeared. She often goes out early to look for the Sweetcakes, but this is the first time she hasn't locked her door, and the first time she's mentioned White Waves Hospital. It just seems odd. I filed a missing person report to public security, so I'm just waiting to hear from them now.
To White Waves Hospital to save the Sweetcakes.
Gone to White Waves Hospital to save the Sweetcakes. That's a new term.
It's sounding more and more like she was trying to save a person.
Searching for information on White Waves Hospital. White Waves Hospital is a renowned large-scale comprehensive medical facility in New Eridu. Earlier records go back 41 years to when it was forced to relocate due to a hollow disaster.
Maybe she worked in the hospital at one point and she had to go and rescue something from the hospital to take it out of the hollow 41 years ago. And that matches. Maybe that's why she dropped out, because she knew that there was a hollow going to the White Waves Hospital. And then she left the competition because it was midway, so she had to go and rescue it, right? It's sounding more and more like she was trying to rescue a kid.
Wait, 41 years ago? That's the same year as that competition.
With funding from both the government and the public, White Wave Hospital, which has been relocated several times, retained most of its medical resources. Its symbol is a white wave.
A white wave? Is it a coincidence? Or have we been wrong from the start? The beauty pageant, the hospital, the wave? There must be a connection between the three. If you'll excuse me, manager, I'm going to contact a friend who works in medicine to investigate.
Okay. Let me know if you hear anything about it, Granny.
Let me know if you hear anything about Granny, even if she doesn't remember my name.
Well, as my current client, I must ask you to forgive her rudeness. I'm her maid, so please allow me to remember your name in her stead.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well then, I'll be going. Please don't let my affairs affect you. You have your own business to run, after all.
Rina said she didn't want us going out of her way for her, but I'm still concerned. Yeah, you think so too, Wise? It'd be great if we could do something more to help her. Master, considering the current scenario, I suggest enabling full network data collection functions. By counting up and comparing the target's courses of actions over the past 24 hours, I can quickly analyze its most likely active location. We can do that? Why did you say so earlier? Disclaimer, this calculation will connect to a large number of network interfaces and features multiple sets of parallel computing units. Power consumption cannot be kept within the daily fixed range. In other words, it is very energy intensive, and I estimate a 55% increase on this month's power bill. Oh. I knew it, just 55. Let's do it. 55 isn't that 55%'s a lot. Understood. Permission granted by Master to waive all liabilities. I have started calculating Granny Lacia's course of action. Calculation complete. Huh? That's it? Isn't there meant to be some sense of progress? Like analysis or a hack? That's extra 55% sure went fast. Result. The probability of Granny Lacia having entered the hollow is 97.1. That's bad. What it lacks in process, it sure makes up for in usefulness. A hollow? We need to inform Rina quickly! Rina, Granny might have gone into the hollow. I never considered that possibility before. Granny had always avoided the hollow. Why would she go in there herself? But I believe you. After all, no one knows more about hollows than you do. We used 55% of our electric budget to figure this out with a reliability of 97%. Got it. I've also done my investigations here. Although I could report to public security and wait for them to arrange a search, but I'd rather go find Granny myself and bring her out. After all, I still have some Sweetcakes to find as promised. So could I ask you to accompany me on a trip to the hollow, dear guide? I got you. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a bit. Oh! We're in the Bellabog area? The construction site?
Preparations complete. I'm ready to begin, dear guide.
Dear guide? I like the sound of that. You don't have to, though. Call me manager.
I think I'd prefer it if you called me Oh Great Manager.
Nope, that's actually worse. Never mind.
Unfortunately, I cannot base my terms of address on personal preference. Using the correct titles in the right situations is important etiquette at Victoria Housekeeping. Now, let's get back to Granny. Based on our current intel, I'm certain her cognitive corruption syndrome is getting worse. Her memory has already regressed to that day 41 years ago.
41 years ago? That specific day, though.
That day, 41 years ago?
Yes. The Miss Metropolitan dropout incident and the White Waves Hospital Hollow disaster both happened on the same day. And Granny Lacia was involved in both.
What's got this to do with Sweetcakes?
But what does this have to do with Granny's search for Sweetcakes?
There is a connection. A big one. The Sweetcakes are the link between these two events, and have been the source of strife in Granny's heart for 41 years. It's a long story. I had to contact a lot of people and piece it all together. But we don't have much time, so let's talk on the way.
I still think she had to rescue a person.
41 years ago. She'd have been around my age now. She worked as a nurse at the White Waves Hospital back then. She was in charge of taking care of the newborns.
It was a kid. No!
Don't just smile at me. Go to sleep already. The more sleep you get, the quicker you'll grow. You're drooling. Let me wipe it off. Hey, that's quite the set of pipes you've got. Can you keep it down? You're going to frighten the other babies.
The hospital was short-handed, so Granny Lacia was always busy. Still, she loved her work. Of course, aside from her work, she had other things she wanted to accomplish. Oh dear, looks like we've got a bit of a situation. Let's tackle the issue at hand first.
Looks like we need 2 people to open this door. Look, there's another button to control the door over there.
They can handle pressing the buttons.
Oh!
Leave it to me! Not you! Both of us!
I'll leave these 2 children with you, Proxy.
Oh, can I send them out?
Please bring them with you as you search for a way forward.
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla and Anastella received. Action request approved. Initiating override.
Me, pick me!
Do I just click on
The
you?
operational interface has been switched to Anastella.
Lead Anastella to push the button ahead. Great! Now Drusilla can get through. I've stepped on the button!
Obtain Bangbu plugin. Bangbu temporary access. Rina gave you temporary access to permission to your Bangbu. Okay.
You can use the permissions I've granted you to switch between them.
Oh, okay.
We're here! Both of us! I'm here! Drusilla, too!
There's another up ahead.
There's a huge switch up ahead. Seems like we need 2 Bangbu to step on it.
Leave it to Anastella and me! Go, go, go!
Wait, okay, one of them has to go through
Let's
here.
do it. Gear coins! I'm standing on it! It's your turn, Anastella!
Oh. It doesn't move the camera? Okay. Oh, wait, no, I can move. Hold on. I got the box.
Come on, step down hard on that switch.
Once they both get through, they'll be able to step on the main switch.
Main switch won't budge! Need Drusilla! We're here! Gonna step on the main switch! Yeah! Yeah!
Aren't my little Bangbu amazing? Our guide is pretty amazing too, of course. Now then, let's proceed. Let me continue with Granny's story. When
Am
she
I gonna
was
be
young,
continuously more
Granny
sad?
dreamed of becoming an actress. So she signed up for a beauty contest in her free time. That's right. It was the Miss Metropolitan pageant. Not just her colleagues, but she too was surprised at how far she got. Let's walk and talk. Granny emerged as the dark horse that year. To everyone's surprise, the judges gave her high scores. And just like that, Leisha Christie made it into the finals. Yet, on the day of the finals...
Is she coming? I remember in the news.
In a corner of the broadcasting room, numerous screens were showing the broadcast of the glamorous stage. But among them, an old TV was airing a piece of breaking news. It was a holo alert for areas including the White Waves Hospital. And so, on the screens showing that magnificent stage, the rising star who was about to be crowned Beauty Queen ran down the red carpet steps without turning back and headed to the place on that old TV screen. Seems we have some uninvited listeners up ahead.
You can't just end
Let's
it there!
pause the story there for now.
Rina! Bro! So I was right, it was a kid. Hoyo does tragedy, not pure happiness, but why do they have to do it every single time? Ooh. I love her little entrance. That's so cool.
Off you go.
Oh, she like floats and stuff.
You've done well, Corin.
Wait, I need to know the counter. Oh, she also says you've done well, Corin. Wait, I need to know what her counter does. It doesn't explain why she floats, though.
Okay.
All right.
I'll help you.
Are you sure I should
I want to see her switch.
Wow.
Oh, that's what she does. Okay. She do be doing the heckin' damage, though.
You've done well, Corin. Off you go. You cannot stop me.
Right? Both of the parents are praising Corin. She's very flowy. She has a very flowy kind of character design. She floats because she has Mary
Master,
Poppins flowers.
We can reach depths of the hollow if we keep going this way. Once you enter, you won't be able to return.
Okay. Oh, we're going up. More buttons.
It's yet another strange door.
Yeah, and more different mechanisms.
That should be where the main switch is.
Okay. Okay, at least we got
Time to
Bamboo
step
access
on the
again.
button again? Step on the button, step on the button.
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla and Anastella received.
I'm standing on it.
Do I have to hold it? Okay, if I hold it, it just automatically switches.
Stepped on it. One more ahead.
Okay, so I need to unstep you so that we can get over here. Right? Where's this gear go? Perfect. So I could go here. Wait. Do you have to... Okay, so I have to hold this turn. Right? And then you can just come across. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. You have to go back one. Hold that. And then now you can get across.
The main switch. It's done. It's all done.
We're very close to our destination now, Rina.
Yes.
Valve status. The lock is
Sorry.
sufficient gear coins paid.
I was thinking of the
Authentication
monies.
successful. Opening valve.
And put it away for now. What was she gonna say? Oh no! This is the last part of the story, isn't it?
Are the kids all right? Oh no! The main door is blocked. I remember the emergency exit should be... Ah! I found it! Don't be scared. I'm coming! I'll protect you all!
The hospital had already been enveloped by the hollow. It was pitch black everywhere, and things were in chaos. Leisha didn't have time to worry about her tattered pageant gown. She took off her high heels to run and climb barefoot. She kicked away the obstacle that blocked the main door. In a panic, she couldn't remember the names of all the children. Relying on her memory, she searched for one swaddled baby after another. Those clothes were all imprinted with the hospital's wave pattern. One baby giggling happily in the hollow. One baby that was drooling. And another that cried at the top of their lungs. They were the wave Sweetcakes Granny was searching for.
That must have been when she contracted cognitive corruption syndrome. This is the last obstacle.
Let's get rid of it in one fell swoop and find Granny.
I don't like that they're like, hey, you know the sad story you're dealing with? Yeah, you have puzzle now.
As usual, I'll leave you to take the little ones.
Homie, I'm sad. I just want to know more about the story, bro. Oh. Wait, what should I do now? I should turn this gear. Don't make me think when I have to be sad. Oh, no, I should have pushed it beforehand. Hold on. Oops. No, this will just go around, so that can wait there. More sad, more puzzles. They really did say puzzle time so you can stew in depression. Okay, so I can... Nope. So let me... Oh, no. You have to get through here first.
We need to find a way to bring...
Then... Goes here. That's to reset. This will open this. I guess I can royally screw up something at one point here.
Maybe that box will come in handy.
How do I reset the box, though? Just this? Oh. Don't press until you nearly... I don't need that. Okay, so I have to just go back and get the puzzle, but I have to... You have to stand on here first, so you can reset it this way. Oh, not that way. Get this onto the other side. Then get this side here. Get the puzzle on this.
Fox can press button too.
We did it in the last one, buddy. And then we can go through here.
Let's do it together. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
Biosignatures detected up ahead.
Is that Granny?
Granny Leisha should be there.
Yes, we should hurry up.
Huh. These two bamboos suddenly seem pretty useful.
Thank you for the compliment. We might have to battle ethereals later, so I'm going to withdraw your access for now.
That's fine. We need to save Granny Leisha. I'm so sad, though. Like, she's just reliving that one day over and over again.
Not here. Or here.
Oh, good. We found her, and she doesn't look hurt. Just not in a stable emotional state.
I lost all the sweet cakes. The sweet cake with a silly smile, the sweet cake with a loud voice, and the drooling sweet cake. I couldn't protect any of them.
Didn't you say all the sweet cakes are saved?
Huh? Rina, didn't you say all the sweet cakes had been saved back then?
Yes, I'm quite certain they were all saved. There's only one explanation. She doesn't even remember them being saved. Her memory has regressed to the night she was at the hospital, so she can only search for her missing sweet cakes. For her, the conclusion no longer exists. Granny Leisha, do you remember me? I'm Rina, and the new Eridu Housekeeping Association appointed me to help you.
Sweet cake. It's a sweet cake.
She grabs hold of Drusilla like she did in the store and holds it tight.
Don't be scared. Even if you're all that's left, I'll protect you.
Multiple ethereals detected, rapidly approaching this area.
That's not good. We need to leave.
Rina, Granny Leisha, we need to get out of here. Things will get dangerous if we don't hurry.
Up, already dangerous.
Ethereals are coming, Granny. Come on, we have to go.
Don't be scared. I'll protect you. I will.
You have to let go, Granny. That isn't your sweet cake.
It's a sweet cake. I won't lose another sweet cake.
She won't listen. What do we do, Rina? Rina!
Name, Leisha Christie. Nurse ID 2107. Your sweet cakes aren't lost. The silly, smiling sweet cake still loves to smile. She became a maternity nurse, just like you. The loud sweet cake doesn't talk much over the phone. But he said he'll come see you. Right after his concert finishes. The drooling sweet cake has already become a senior investigator. He might be off fighting ethereals as we speak. You didn't lose them, Granny. They just grew up. Now, it's finally their turn to protect you.
You can't do this to me! You can't send me into combat while I'm crying! Hello?
Fall into despair. Go now, child.
She has an Ayaka-like burst.
Seizing advantage.
These onions are fucking raw? Bro, how are you supposed to fight anything while crying through tears?
Time to end this.
Okay.
I'm already falling into... 4 waves!
Are you sure I should go?
Here to support.
Hard mode. Sob violently as you fight. Hoyo said, we're not going to change any of the gameplay. We're just going to make you sad so it makes the gameplay harder.
Yes, master.
Be good, don't be scared. Dance, dance! Let's not disappoint our customers! Hey, you can't stop me.
One more? I feel bad because she's like in this corner and I'm not trying to drag them towards her. One more.
You've done well, Corin. Go now, child.
Apologies.
You said there was only one more! They're gonna fight, make you fight while being afflicted by emotional damage. I am heavily afflicted by emotional damage. Super effective. Cannot recover.
Time to hunt.
We're out of danger, and Granny Laisha has calmed down. How are you feeling? Do you recognize me now?
You look familiar. I think I've seen you before. On TV?
On TV?
It's okay if you don't remember me. But do you still remember looking for the Sweetcakes?
Sweetcakes? Not a fan of cakes. They're sticky and dry out your mouth.
Huh? She forgot that too.
That's the one thing you gotta remember.
Do you remember anything that happened the last few days? What you had for breakfast, where you were, and who you spoke to yesterday?
No, I don't remember. Oh, I remember now. I'd lost something for a long time, and a kind soul helped me find it. Oh, what was it I lost? I can't recall. And who was it that helped me?
She doesn't even remember that either.
That's okay. As long as you found it, the who isn't important. I'll remember all the unimportant details for you. Well now, I'd already contacted all the Sweetcakes before we went into the hollow. They're on their way to Granny's place, so we'd best be getting back.
Oh, and they're gonna have a meetup together. Oh, I'm gonna cry! And she'll get to talk to them. At least the people that she saved, right?
Ah, there you are, Miss Rina. I'm your contact from the new Eridu Housekeeping Association. Regarding your call, did you have an update for us?
Yes, I've completed the assessment. Shall we discuss the specifics at Granny's house?
About that, Miss Rina. I have to apologize. After double-checking, we realized she wasn't the client for your assessment.
What?
What do you mean?
We got her mixed up with a lady of the same name, Laisha Christie. Actually, this elderly lady came to the association a few times, saying she's looking for her Sweetcakes. But staff always got rid of her. But someone got careless that day. They let her in the assessment reception room and then... well, the rest was a coincidence.
If it weren't for carelessness and coincidence, she'd still be out there searching. So things turned out okay.
And at least the actual person was going to help her is competent. Like, what happened if it wasn't us? Like, what if it wasn't Rina that got the assessment, right? What if it was someone that didn't care and like elderly abuse is so rampant and like, what if she, the thought that like she could have possibly been kept searching and then ended up in the hollow and died, right? Because she went around to the hollows without us. So like theoretically, she could have died.
As for the official assessment, could I ask you to file with the association as soon as possible?
Nah, that's your negligence. You should just let her pass.
Later, perhaps. I need to get her home first. There are several people waiting for her.
I'll go with you. Perhaps there is some kind of compensation the Housekeeping Association can offer.
Yeah, she would have been dead if Rina didn't get the case. Like, probably. There's a possibility, right, that the other person who was taking the assessment maybe wasn't up to snuff and, like, wasn't good at investigating. And she could have been lost in the hollow and, like essentially been corrupted.
Well then, I'll come see you at the store as soon as I'm finished.
Rina sends us a wink this way, and with a gentle bow, she leaves with Granny Laisha and the staff member. Better head back to the store and wait to hear for her. Sometime later, Rina comes through the video store.
Hello, manager. I appreciate your help these last few days.
How's Granny?
How is Granny?
The bad news is her memory is in severe decline. She doesn't recognize anyone anymore, let alone her Sweetcakes.
So it's up to the final stages now.
But the rest is good news. The Housekeeping Association contacted a suitable nursing home for her, and the Sweetcakes all agreed to visit her on different days. She may not remember them, but everyone is looking forward to spending time with her. Perhaps one day she'll remember something.
Perhaps one day there'll be a cure.
Perhaps one day people will find a cure for cognitive corruption syndrome.
That would be nice. Cognitive corruption syndrome. Who knows? I've been in the Hollows for so long. Perhaps I have it without even realizing. When I'm old, I might be looking for Sweetcakes just like Granny Laisha. No. I'll probably be far more stubborn, rebellious, and unwilling to listen than her.
Rina's looking for Sweetcakes? Don't forget to bring me along! I don't know about that!
Looking for Sweetcakes. Sounds like fun. Don't forget to bring me along.
It's a promise then. When that day comes, don't be put off when I turn into Granny Rina. And stick with me until I find my Sweetcakes.
Oh. Here's the thing, Granny Laisha has completely forgotten about us, and even though everything's sorted out now, I still feel as though something's missing. Something important. Right up until the very end, Granny could never even remember my name. Right? It's not just you, she doesn't even remember Rina's name. Maybe suddenly she'll... I hate to say this, like, knowing how Alzheimer's disease can, like, slowly... like, decline, I don't think she'll ever remember. Maybe. I checked out some news on the cognitive corruption syndrome, and there's some promising cases out there. It's not a complete recovery, but there's still a chance of slowly regaining some precious memories. Then hopefully she'll be able to remember Rina. Well, let's not think about it too much for now. Been running around like a headless chicken and fallen behind on other commissions. I'm going to refocus energy back to our proxy work. Oh, is that how it ends? It's kind of a very bittersweet ending. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a really sad story. And like the fact that she could have died if Rina was not there to help is like kind of terrifying. There's usually a moment of clarity a day or two before the person passes away. Yeah, there's always like a wave. People call it like a wave or something, right? Where like suddenly they have a lot of energy, they remember a lot of things, and then that's like a big sign that like the body is basically using up all of its energy to like give that person that one final push before they die, you know? Hoyo only does tragedy. True, but also like I wish there was more that we find about Rina herself. Like, this story quest isn't really focused on Rina. It's focused on Granny Laisha, which is not a bad thing. I think this story should have existed, but maybe not as Rina's story, you know? But that's like a gripe that I have with a few other story quests within ZZZ at the moment. It's very much focused on the person that happens to be a part of the commission and less so about the person themselves. Like, we do see a lot of personality traits from Rina, but it's not really her story quest. Can we know why she floats? Exactly. I mean, she's supposed to be based on ghosts, right? So she has the floating power. But like, there's no explanation to that. Unless they're gonna give us a second story quest to her, which I don't mind. I hope there's another story quest to her at least. Because then we can find out way more about her than we originally did before. I'll say ZZZ is newer, so I give it some grace for now, even though it's still Hoyoverse. Yeah, I would definitely give it some grace just because they're trying to see which stories work out for this particular game. But yeah, other than that, it's not a bad story. Like, it was definitely very sad, especially if you know someone that's, like, if you know about Alzheimer's disease and or if you know of someone who has experienced that disease, this kind of like it kind of just hurts you in that way. But also like it's just generally sad to see someone like relive trauma from like years ago, right? So in that case, I really like this story, but I wish we got to see more of Rina.